fix that turn signal. Good morning, guys. I hope you're all doing great. Happy Sunday morning. Dave and I are just out for a little ride. We're heading down to our friend Geoff's just to see how his AJS is doing. So it's a lovely crisp morning, and you can feel the fall is coming, the autumn for sure. A little crisper and cooler in the morning, but absolutely perfect for this sort of riding. We're very fortunate here in Oregon. We have some great weather, even through to October and possibly even November. Obviously it's a little colder, but it can be lovely. So we have a good riding season, a good year almost. I mean, I'll ride to the club meeting on Boxing Day on my bike now and again. Doesn't it feel so good to be out in the countryside and not in the city? Oh! Well, I'm having a ton of fun with that BSA, guys. Thanks again for all your comments. It's coming apart right now. I got the rear fender off, the mudguard, as we speak. And yes, thank you, I will take that oil tank off. I'm just taking almost everything apart and then just putting it back together again once I've cleaned it. But I'm trying not to polish. I'm just giving it a nice clean. Yeah, I certainly cleaned and polished the rims because they were a little pitted. But the goal is just to get rid of the rust spots, but still have that patina on it, but clean patina, not dirty, oil-soaked and oil-coated patina. Like a lot of the nuts and the bolts have just got like a thickness of oil and grime on them. So I'm getting rid of that, but I really like the CAD that's underneath there, and it's, you know, it's a little tarnished, but that's the appeal, right? One thing you may have seen already is that the shock absorbers, so the rear Girling shock absorbers, the mounts, you know, they're like that, and they've got a rubber bush with a metal sleeve on the inside. The rubber had completely gone. So it was literally just the eye of the shock absorber on one side and no rubber whatsoever. Oh, it's beautiful up here. Whoa, longhorns. Wow. This is such a great bike to ride. I love it. I was just thinking about it coming down to Dave's. I think what I like about it, it's heavy-ish but not too heavy, so it's planted, you know. It's super responsive. It's got low-end torque. The brakes are excellent thanks to this Andover Norton Master Cylinder unit. So it gives you lots of confidence, you know, that you're going to be able to brake. The clutch and the gearbox is excellent, in my opinion. It's really, really good. Probably one of the best gearboxes I've got, I think. And top end speed isn't that important to me. I mean, it'll get up there and it'll do really nice speeds, but you know, I'm not trying to do 100 miles an hour on this bike. 70, 80 is just fine. You know what's they saying? Better to go fast on a slow bike than to go slow on a fast bike. And that's what it feels like. It feels like exciting, and so it's a great bike. I think these Commandos are just probably the consummate classic motorcycle because they can keep up with modern day traffic, and they're just fun, and they still feel like a classic. I mean, they're a pre-unit construction, you know, where the gearbox and the engine are separate. Haha. Wow, this is beautiful, isn't it, out here?
So he came over and helped me start it, and he rode it up and down the street. Yeah, this is a bit sad. I don't know if I did that or if I can't. I think the shocks came from you.
Yes.
Well, you know the story. I don't have the cream. Lucas ones are on the side.
The idle's so slow.
Like a stationary engine, isn't it? Yeah, it is like a this engine.
What really surprised me, the vibration.
Yeah.
Very little.
That's good, isn't it, eh? Probably, I think it's, imagine if you wound it up in the revs, it probably would start.
Even as I didn't, flog it, but even just putting around, It was quite lovely.
Yes. Yeah, it's a pleasant ride, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a, for what it is.
You're not
it's
racing
actually
anybody.
No, it's not a fast bike.
No.
But to just chug around on a day like today out on the country roads, you could putter along and just have a nice ride on it. You could.
You did a great job.
Well, thank you.
Well, that was wonderful, wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed those clips. Especially seeing Dave on the AJS as well. That was a lot of fun. That bike is really great. He's made such a wonderful job of it. And I'll leave a link in the description below containing a few more details about that bike. But yeah, literally started as a basket case. Why is a chicken eating a squirrel? There's got to be a joke there.
Say I did not have chicken eating a dead squirrel on my bingo card this morning.
I saw that. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Eat a dead squirrel.